Yeah.
Okay, so go back to your Zoom.
How do I go back there?
Well, that's what I want you to open up. Well, give it a minute. Setting up your communication with the hit something. Hit this.
Yeah, what? Right here? There?
Yep.
Okay.
You guys are on.
Okay. We hear you. Okay. All right, y'all. We're live. This is Victory's Brothers from the Block. Why am I hearing that feedback?
You got to be the only one.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, because I'm hearing the replay.
Oh, because you have two.
Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, I think we're good now. Okay. My name is Pastor Mark. With us is Brother Jason Maryland. We got AJ Banks and Brother Jermaine Nation. We just wanted to come in my thought pattern of doing this. A lot of times when we talk about church, men look at church like, oh, okay. We're about to talk about some hymns and it's going to get boring. And I think church can be fun if we talk about all aspects. And part of the aspects is athletics itself, talking about sports and things of that nature. And so our church is coming with Brothers on the Block, just a time to talk about pop culture, sports, and all the things from a faith-based perspective, but just a perspective of brothers, just talking, having a good time, and so forth. So today, we're going to start our day off talking about Cam Newton. He has signed a major deal with the New England Patriots. Out of everybody, New England Patriots signed Cam Newton to a one-year deal. And I don't have those numbers in front of me. Does anybody got those numbers?
$7 million.
$7 million.
League minimum.
League minimum. So I think that's a thing that we're going to talk about. First of all, Brother Jason, how do you feel about Cam signing up with the New England Patriots?
You know, I mean, to be honest, it's probably the best match that could have been just for his situation and the Patriots situation. I mean, they had a couple quarterbacks to choose from that were out there on the market. I think Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew out there. Belichick likes Brian Hoyer, had no problem with looking at probably, bringing him back for the starter for the time being. But you getting 2015 MVP for the league minimum. So you bring him in. We haven't seen him healthy since 2018 season, first couple games before he really got hurt. And they signed him, based off of the work ethic. I want to say they probably checked him out via live stream video because he's been working out in his house, but no one else really had a chance to put eyes on him, which is why I believe he went under the radar. You just don't want to take that chance on bringing him in, not knowing if he's healthy or not. But at the league minimum, I mean, Patriots got $7 million to take a shot.
Bro, AJ, what you think? Cam signed $7 million, sat for a long time. A lot of people said it was only New England that really was looking at him.
I feel two ways about it. The first thing is, I mean, it's a 2015 MVP. I think they could have offered a little more. I think it's $7 million, but only $1 million guaranteed. The rest of it is incentive lucrative deal. So, for an MVP, it just make you feel some type of way. But as far as him going there, getting the opportunity to play, he's gonna win a starting position over Stidham. We know that. But I'm just up in the air about it. Just because of the deal and what they signed him for, I believe he could have got more somewhere else.
But what was that somewhere else? I guess because he sat there for months, right? Mm-hmm. For some reason, the Bears went and got Nick Foles, who folded in Jacksonville. I mean, he's never been any good anywhere except for a playoff run with the Eagles and maybe a part 2 to that, the second year. But everywhere else, he's been trash. Yep. And the Giants, they got a Daniels. Is he on the Cam Newton level? But Cam sat there for some reason. I don't know. I mean, what you think, brother Nation?
I mean, as far as teams that could have picked him up, definitely Chicago could have picked him up. I think you have a huge legacy of winning, championships and Super Bowls, and he's not going to be a Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that he's a good quarterback, but he's not going to be a Tom Brady. So he's going to have to adjust on his end, and then the fans and the organization are going to have to adjust on their end as well.
So is it more pressure? I don't throw this out to everybody. Is it more pressure on Bill Belichick to say I can do this without Tom Brady, or is it more pressure on Cam Newton? I can do this and watch me perform.
I think it's more pressure on Cam Newton. It's 1 year to prove yourself. That foot injury, it didn't slow you down. You're still an MVP. I think it's more pressure on Cam than it is Belichick. We know who Belichick is. We know he's a good coach. He's gonna do him. I think the pressure is just all on Cam.
What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, because I think Belichick has the rings. You know what I'm saying? Has that experience. Right. Cam really doesn't. Yeah, he was MVP. He went to the Super Bowl but didn't win. So it's like at this point, Belichick doesn't have anything to prove. I think it's all on Cam Newton.
Yep. Agree.
I definitely think the pressure is on Cam. At the same time, I do think the organization has a bit of pressure too, just because of the bar that's been set for the past decade there, and they had options, to go look at, but instead they chose to bring in Cam. I mean, not a bad choice, but if he starts out the season slow, then you already know what's gonna happen.
I mean, for Cam, can we say for him, this may be in the best situation to get into actually? This is his first time getting a Super Bowl coach, his first time having a Super Bowl offensive coordinator, his first time having a defense that actually can play. The pressure now on him as so much, I got to do everything. Now I got somebody that can call a play. Can we see that nowhere else? It would have been better for him. I mean, would it have been a better spot even with the Bears?
Well, I want to say, I mean, the Bears have a good personnel. I definitely think New England's lineup of cast members kind of resemble Carolina a bit. I mean, they're still more skilled than Carolina, but he has two running backs to dump it off to. He doesn't have a McCaffrey, but he's got two very good, solid running backs to dump it off to. He's got some decent receivers. He doesn't have Gronk, of course, but I mean, he's got some decent receivers. I mean, the Bears are kind of in that same boat. They kind of got the same collection of cast members. They have some decent running backs, not great, but decent running backs. Some decent receivers, but the coaching of the Patriots, that's just that Patriots way, I think is going to be. That's why he probably went. I'll take the minimum. Like give me the knowledge.
Man, I put a pin right there. I like that you talk about the Patriot way. So we all love Cam Newton, right? But Cam sometimes can dress like your auntie after church.
Yeah.
And that's cool. Hey, ain't no hate. There's no hate. I don't want nobody hitting us up in the comments. I can't believe they hating on. No one's hating. But come on now, does not be. It is what it is. Cam said he loved that style. He got a little rap on and whatnot.
Yeah.
In that Patriot way, is Cam gonna have to dial that back at
yes,
all?
Sir.
Because so you say yes, sir. So come on, talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's following Tom Brady. Sunday in, Sunday out. We didn't see Tom Brady, dressed like that. So I think that they're definitely gonna, have to have a conversation with him and say, hey, we're glad that you're here, but we're gonna have to have you tone that down a little bit. You're not in Carolina anymore.
Yeah.
So you saying we ain't gonna see no more head wraps?
No.
We don't see no more high. So when you telling me this is what you telling me. We're not gonna see that. You said I don't know how many of y'all. So I watched that whole season of where they were being filmed, the day-to-day, And I always feel like everybody who does that, that season goes terribly wrong. It doesn't matter. No one goes Super Bowl off that all or nothing season because it's too much. You need some time of privacy. And so what I'll say here, I think that's more acceptable than the auntie look. But
Yeah.
but even with that being said, Cam has a personality that is not like Tom Brady's. It's probably I won't call it Gronk, but he is flamboyant. He is outspoken. And look, I mean, how many more pictures Brother Jason probably gonna find? It's probably at least 1,000. And he doesn't wear any clothes the same. He will not wear the same clothes he wore the game before. He said that in that all or nothing.
Yeah.
So is he gonna have to dial that back to be a part of Patriot Way, or are they gonna have to accommodate him?
I think they're gonna have to accommodate him. I think Cam is gonna be Cam. At this point, I mean,
Even with that scarf on?
Maybe even with the scarf. I think at this point, Cam is Cam. As far as that way, as far as fashion. I think that's his, I don't know.
But a part of why I'm saying that also, Cam is also, he runs the football. That's not Tom. You had 2 decades of a quarterback not running football, dinking and dunking. Tom Brady can go downfield, but he's a dinker and dunker. Okay, we got to admit that, so that's okay. That Cam is going to have to. Is Cam going to be using his arm more, or is he going to be going back to that old Carolina style, or is that really not best for him? What do you think, Jason?
I think he's going to be more protected than he has been in the past 5+ seasons. I think really, if you give the man time to where he doesn't have to immediately bail, like he's still got. I mean, even though we haven't seen him, I mean, I'm going on a limb to say he's still got top 5 strongest arms in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no question that that he doesn't put zip on it. So you give him time. There's not too many windows that he shouldn't be able to paint.
Mm-hmm.
It's my 2 cents.
Yeah. What you think, Jermaine?
I definitely think that he's going to have to be a pocket quarterback. I don't, think that he's going to be. I mean, even though he's going to have that protection, I think that it's going to be more so, pass first, run. Run will be the second option. And so I think that he's definitely going to have to change his style of play.
Can I throw this out there that we just said he doesn't have a Gronk? One of Tom Brady's best years was with Randy Moss. Could it be in his best interest to pick up maybe like a Dez Bryant or somebody like that to No, Dez?
Oh man.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. Dez is a talented, receiver, but they can only handle so much right now.
Yeah, and Cam might be enough right now for that.
Or what about if Cleveland trying to really trade Odell?
I think that might work.
Yeah, a little flashy, but it'll work.
Well, they also had worked, and the reason why I brought him up because they also had worked out together during this season, the off season. Because he's really never had a number 1 wide receiver, right?
Right. I think that would help alleviate some of that stress that Cam might be feeling. But then I think too, in the huddle, you have 2 guys that are used to being, the it guy. And so, they're going to have to concede to each other or come to some type of agreement to say, okay, let's do this for the team and not be it's about the team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason, got any thoughts on that?
No, I'm in agreement.
So at the end of the day, y'all let me know. So are the Patriots now a Super Bowl favorite?
No.
No.
No, not a Super Bowl favorite, but
the Cowboys, yeah, but definitely not the actual favorite.
I think if the tight end, they got Devin, I can't pronounce his last name, Asai or Asia Sai, whatever. It's spelled ASIASI, but apparently he was, one of the best tight ends in the draft. So if he turns out to be, very good, along with the rest of the personnel. I mean, I see the Patriots being a team to be reckoned with as long as they get on the same page. Super Bowl, probably not, but a good showing, yes.
I would like to say I think Tom Brady, and I know people, I mean, I could maybe get people want to burn my car up, but I think Tom Brady really benefited from having a weak division most of his career. I mean, most of the teams never made the playoffs. When he's making the playoffs, most of them had subpar 500 records. They just weren't that good. He had a easy, at times, 8 games. I'm not trying to talk about the Cowboys division, even in the past. But I mean, there was a season where 4 years in a row, it was the Giants, the Redskins, the Cowboys twice making the Super Bowl. That's it. That's a tough division.
Yeah.
And when I'm just saying, but we could be biased, and I got folks in here that not on the bandwagon for the boys. But I'm just saying. I got you. So as we intro into that, there was some other big news that happened towards the end of last week. Finally, my boy Dak, Mr. Dakota Prescott, if you don't know, signed a $31.4 million tag. He's in pursuit of a 4-year deal, which people said somewhere upwards paying possibly 35 to 40 million, guaranteed money over $100 million, just generational money for all my economic folks. He's looking for generational money. Yeah. But he signed a tag last week. What do y'all think about Dak signing a tag?
Oh, I love it. I think it gives him an opportunity to prove himself. Prove himself more. He said that he wants 35 to 40 mil. The franchise tag, you say, hey, you got a new coach, you're going into a new system. Let's see if you really work this. If you can go out here and, you can put up those same numbers and not just be garbage time numbers, then, hey, you may be worth that 35, 40 mil. So I think this works out best for him.
Okay. Jason, what you think?
I'm in agreement. The amount of the franchise tag is almost as if he had signed a 3 to 4 year deal anyway. I mean, we only talking a couple million off. So 31 compared to 35, it's still a win from he's getting money, but he doesn't have that long-term peace of mind that he's seeking. Right. But yeah, I'm in agreement with AJ.
Right.
It's a chance to prove himself, and the Cowboys ain't left holding the bag. If it's complete, if it's chaotic.
Yeah. Right. What about you, Brother Nation?
I mean, I think in order for him to get a type of tag of 31.4 and seeking a little bit more over a 4 or 5 year period, I think that he has to be a top tier quarterback. And when I think about Dak Prescott, he's a great quarterback, but is he a top tier quarterback? He's not a Drew Brees, a Tom Brady. He's not a Lamar Jackson. What's the guy in Kansas City? Patrick Mahomes. He's not them. You don't have any Super Bowl experience. You haven't even been to the Super Bowl. You haven't been deep off into the playoffs. And so my thing is that's like me being at work, and someone coming up to me that, is always late, doesn't do their work and saying that, well, I deserve, a raise. Like, okay, well, show me that you deserve a raise. And you had time to show me, and you come to me and say, well, I want a raise. I'm looking at you crazy. Like, really?
Okay. So
I think he's had time enough to say,
because Jermaine about to get it. The folks is talking. Erica has already chimed in and says, I'm happy with Dak, but Jerry need to pay him. So first of all, let's go get into first of all, because I see my boy Jason leaning back, but Jermaine leaned in, and he about to get this from his Cowboys fans. First of all, so Jerry Goff and Wentz, who's being compared to, both Jared Goff made Super Bowl, was garbage in the Super Bowl. So
Uh-huh.
that didn't really mean anything. He got carried to the Super Bowl. Let's all admit that. And then the next year was straight garbage, and will be garbage this year looking forward. And that genius coach not gonna look so genius. That other guy, Wentz, can't stay healthy. Cannot stay healthy. 3 years in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Can't say, but they still paid him. Now here goes Dak, who's healthy. He come to work every day. He surprised you and took Romo's job. He took the job. And you still don't want to, and he don't get in nobody's trouble. I mean, stay away from his dog. Don't be around his dog.
To me,
But besides that, he's doing his thing. And my thing is, if we live in America, it's about the market, right? The market says you're supposed to pay this brother.
Yeah.
Now, I understand that it affects the cap. I really feel like, and Greenberg off of Get Up says the quarterback should have their separate cap, because they already got their own like little kind of association anyway. They affect the cap too much. Aaron Rodgers, all these people, I don't want them to not get paid because it affects the cap. But at the same time, this brother should get paid. And no, he is not Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going to tell you that. But but let me say this. Patrick Mahomes didn't have the quarterback under Jason Garrett either.
That's true.
Okay? Everybody going to look garbage on Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett ain't doing nothing. Now, that's why I feel like this boy, Jerry Jones need to get together, because that about to tear it up. Now, that I'm biased.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at the comments. I'm sorry. Yes, from Eric, right? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just to Jermaine, you say that he's not a top quarterback, but the last 4 years, 36,000 yards, 33,000, 33,000, and then 49,000 last year. 30.
Give him the facts.
I mean,
preach now.
Those top quarterback stats. I mean, I'm looking at them here.
Hold back the word.
I mean, but you look at it, and he's never even been in the conversation as MVP. As great as his numbers might be, he's never been in the conversation as MVP.
Last year he wasn't. No. Last year he was in the MVP conversation until it down.
Until it went down.
Until it went down.
But he had a terrible coach. Once again, everybody who you name basically has a good coach. I mean, except for my boy Deshaun and down in Houston, he got a terrible coach.
Right.
Deshaun, and I don't know what he's gonna do this year, but I hope he leaves. Deshaun is a great quarterback, but he's always been a great quarterback. And when he was from college to now, he's always been a great quarterback. But there's a lot of haters on the Cowboys, right, brother AJ? Because even in the comments, people talking about booing and stuff. We pray for them.
Let them boo. It's all right. Let them boo. Let them boo. Let them boo.
Some of us got to live with haters, but it's all right.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, we'll see if the franchise tag was actually worth it. We'll see if he's actually worthy of that deal as the season goes on. And then we can revisit this at the end of the season, to recap Dak's 2020.
Well, I'll be honest, if I'm the other teams, I'll go ahead and pay my quarterback to mess up the Cowboys. I'm just saying, Patrick Mahomes, because now the Cowboys got to still meet the market. And that's what they were stupid at. You should have paid him when they were trying to pay golf. Now you keep having to match the market, and he has an agent that's not trying to mess around. So that's what I'm saying. You need to get this brother paid as soon as possible. Or now you got Deshaun you got to match up with. And O'Brien, that's all he got. So he going to pay that dude. And Patrick Mahomes going to get paid in Kansas City. So he's got to pay him sooner, because you pay him at the end. And let's say he goes Super Bowl. If he goes Super Bowl and win, you into the Cowboys to the Super Bowl and won, he $40 million. Now, was that a smart business move?
Was it a smart business move?
I think, going back to it, I think that, for a long time, and I've had this conversation with a lot of my friends, is that for a long time with the Cowboys, you haven't had a viable number two. Now, I'm not saying that Andy Dalton from Cincinnati is just like the best, quarterback, whatever, but I would say he's decent. And so it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, we're going to bring him in to put a little fire under Dak to really see what he's really made of. And if not, then this dude's gonna come in and take your job, just like you did, Romo. He gonna come in and
He's
take
no
your
Dak.
job if you don't perform. But they haven't had that for a long time though.
Andy Dalton, I don't know if he's gonna take his job.
I'm when I tell you the comments is firing up on Brother Nation, they told him to stop. They said Brother Nation need to stop talking that yin yang. They said he got to stop. You making folks hit it on the comment line.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton has never had a surrounding cast like the Cowboys either. So I
Jay
mean,
Green.
he'll definitely come in.
Dylan.
He can come into that system and flourish as well. I mean, he's that cookie cutter quarterback. I mean, people don't look at his stats though. Andy Dalton puts up crazy numbers every year. They team just can't seem to pull out a win.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that Andy Dalton comment, but I agree with you. But you know, because you know
Wanna
how you
pull the
like
numbers up?
somebody. No,
Yeah,
you're
like them
right
pulling
though. You're
numbers up.
right. No, you are right. I
He about
mean,
to pull him up.
but I'm just like, I don't want my brother to lose a job. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mind when Tony lost his job because I'm like, Tony, every time, fourth quarter, you're going to throw an interception. You're going to mess it up. You know, so Andy's there, and Andy, he kind of Cam Newton. You know, Andy has a reputation of being around losing. And so he will have a chance too. So, you know, no matter what he says, everybody will have a chance to prove themselves. And
Right.
this market is going to get harder because next year in that draft, there's more quarterbacks coming out who are going to be good, you know? And so you got to hope somebody get hurt, some, you know, or you're going to be that backup, which some people make a whole career at being a backup, as Mark Sanchez, as a couple of these other cats. They're never going to start nobody's game. They always on the clipboard, but they make millions and they got a pension.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Correct.
that's a good life to me.
Make my one Romo comment, man. He's never saw a pass that he didn't like.
No, he did not.
He's never saw a pass
He did not.
that he didn't like.
And that's why I kind of
That's
go back.
okay.
That's why I got Jason Garrett, and then when I get into Jason Garrett comment, but I just want to make sure. Jason Garrett, he had over a decade of wasting our time.
Wasting.
This dude could not call the timeout at the right time, call the right play. He would throw the buck at somebody else. And just last year, we had talent on the field. Now, there's more talent. Dak's going to have more talent around him this year than he has ever had. Better coaching. He's not going to have excuses, except the defense. You know. But, man, Jason Garrett was a waste. And it's like, just because that's your homie, you just can't keep putting a brother in that position.
Yep.
You had to let him go.
Yep.
And let him go. All right. So we're gonna get to our last topic. We hit up football. I don't know if my boys is into baseball as much. Baseball trying to make a comeback. Baseball's a good sport, but you see the Texas Rangers front office, COVID running wild. And that really leads us to what's about to happen with the NBA and how some people are opting out of returning back to the NBA in the what we're gonna call the NBA bubble. They're gonna be at the Disney World Resort, I think the Worldwide Sports Complex, and they're gonna live at Disney World. These 22 teams, and they're gonna do 8 games and then do the playoffs. And this is a whole restart. They haven't played since March, the 1st of March. And so now they're walking into a whole restart with COVID, with all this going on. How do y'all feel about the NBA restarting just that by itself?
The setup is a bit unique. So they're basically utilizing every last resort on the property to house anywhere from 5 to 7 teams per property to make this work. They'll be isolated from their families for 2 months. Basically, once you're there until it's over with. So I mean, it sounds like they're trying to take precautions of once everybody get there and get checked out, everybody good, then they try to they're gonna do the best they can, I guess, to put on a show. But at the same time, Is it necessary? I mean, could we have waited? That's also up for debate. But I'm not against it. It looks like a decent plan. Just got to see how it plays out. 16-team playoff. That's going to be interesting as well.
Jermaine, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome because for me, I'm tired of looking at the old games on ESPN. So the fact that we could have playoff basketball, but then I guess the question is like, I mean, are we really wanting to throw those guys out there like that in the midst of COVID? I really think that if they wanted to, they could just come back next season. Just figure out a way to start the season again.
I don't think Commissioner Silver like your comment. You didn't turn black on us.
Go to darkness.
I know, boy. He didn't say I got rid of you. I'm like, oh Lord. Okay. I got you. brother AJ.
Hey, I'm excited about it. If you can find a way to keep these guys safe and like Jason say, I didn't know that they were all going to be like just away from their families or anything. So if they're coming in and you're testing them, they're good to go. You're keeping them in and you're doing the best that you can do it. Then hey, we need it. It's time for it. I mean, we've been without sports since March, and a lot of people we want sports back. It's, you get bored watching all the old games and things. So I'm all for it.
Well,
as long as they can keep them safe.
I think you want everybody to cooperate because, as you know, being anywhere, if somebody sneaks off and come back in, and there you go. Or you sneak somebody in, because if you know anything, if you ever hang after a game at an NBA game, you see a lot of other folks hanging out too, and they try and get the players' attention. And so, how many of them want to try to sneak in? So there's gonna be a lot of protocol that they're gonna, and just takes that one person to bring COVID in, and then it goes into like a panic, right? Yep. And so, go ahead, Jason.
I'll take commitment.
But I mean, the Disney property, so you still got to come in way at the front. It's gated. You got like folks are gonna be checking. So I mean, if you even get back there, you have to be a worker or something of the facility who trying to throw it at the players. But otherwise,
well,
hey.
I'm trying to increase your money.
Right.
I'm just saying it. With all that money there on the property, I'm pretty sure they try not to have some crazy breakout because then the news is bad. I mean, it's just bad all around. So
right. And for Disney World, I don't think a lot of people looked at that. For Disney World, they haven't been able to really open up their property like they normally would. This is a money venture for them too. Of course, Disney World is owned by ABC, i.e. ESPN. This is all about money. And so they don't want this to fail. So I definitely agree with you on that. So if we go from there, so who's the favorite? Is it the Clippers? Is it the Lakers? Is it the Mavericks?
Really?
The Bucks.
You didn't have to do that.
This guy.
You had to talk about the Mavericks like that.
The Bucks is the favorites.
Yeah. You said the Bucks. So the Bucks to Milwaukee.
I think the Lakers.
So y'all didn't like that pickup of for the Clippers? They picked up Joakim Noah.
Not really.
Joking.
That's a good journeyman spot. Starter comes out, you throw him in there. He does not mind fouling you, or getting fouled out at that point. So it's that journeyman. It's the El Brand role.
Oh, and so just for everybody to know, the Knicks are not in either, are they? Oh, I'm just gonna leave it there. So anyway, I let them hate in the comments.
The Knicks.
Somebody sleeping on the couch tonight.
Yeah, I'm all for my Mavericks, but I think the Lakers are gonna be the favorites, though. I think the Lakers can do it.
Okay, and so I mean, there's another Texas team that should be in the playoffs, and that's Houston. Is it possible that because it's shortened time span and now you got time to lay off, that they go running and gunning on these guys with Harden and Russell doing their thing? Is it possible that they are potential favorites to win it all?
I mean, not to necessarily win it all, but I think they're going to be
Uh-oh. See, they trying to get you. They're trying to get you there, Joe.
I follow this guy
Why
who's a
did-
trainer on Instagram, and he's been
Okay.
training Russell Westbrook, and Russell has been training his tail off like daily.
Okay. See, they didn't want that little tidbit you had right there came out. That Russell been training with the trainer and is on Instagram. He been acting like Cam Newton. Like what? What AJ, what you think? Can the Rockets be the one?
Nah, I don't have no faith in the Rockets. I mean, especially when they go down against them in the Lakers, I don't have no faith in them.
Now,
Yeah.
cause you know the Lakers
And they
picked
may
up
be being biased. I just don't like the Rockets. So.
because the Lakers picked up J.R. Smith, and the last time he was with LeBron, it didn't go so well. He thought it was going the other way.
Where's that at?
But they said we had more timeouts.
Right? We had more time out. And who they lost was Avery Bradley, who, when you look at the stats, did a lot of the dirty work with D-Up folks that you went D-Up, and now you got J.R. Antonio Romo never saw a bad pass. J.R. never saw a bad shot.
True.
Never.
Never.
And I feel like there was momentum when, sad, tragic passing. I mean, 2020 been a rough year. The tragic passing of, see, there you go. He's like, what you doing? What you doing? And JR like, what? I mean, he really looking like that. And I don't think that JR ain't changed.
He admitted though, he admitted he was high as a kite. So
Right. And what you think he gonna be doing there in Disney World? Okay, we'll leave that to
Right.
La Doritos
I
in
mean,
Florida.
unless he bring it in with him, I don't see how he getting it.
He gonna bring it in with him.
He bringing them in. He ain't gonna be the only one.
Bring it.
I go.
Yeah, he ain't the only one.
Yeah, they don't check. This ain't the
Still send
NFL.
out for it.
Right.
The workers will bring it back.
I need to
Right.
Florida's best hydroponic.
Right. So about run down to Miami and bring me something back.
Right.
But with that being said though, so somebody asked, so LeBron going to the, I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. Oh, you want to ask that question again, Sister Erica? She was asking about something about LeBron and the Heat. Oh, they're trying to talk about you again. About you got the matrix going on, brother Nation.
Trying to block his comments.
Right. They're trying to block your comments. So they don't like that. Twitter about to put a disclaimer on you like they do Trump. False information.
Censor this guy.
But anyway, just going back, just with everything being said, I feel like there's so much more to play out. The NBA doesn't come back, I believe, to July 30th. And with now you seeing the spikes of COVID going in Florida and Texas, and you seeing players opt out, talking about their families and so forth. With you seeing the rich and powerful get a little skittish, how do you feel during the season? Go with you, Brother Jason.
You said
Brother Jason does IT work. He is the computer guru of all time. He is the next Bill Gates.
I'm just a humble blue collar worker, man. You know, who's happy to keep the lights on. You know, we make grilled cheese around here. But I really don't have thoughts on. I mean, I really don't have a strong opinion on the question you just asked. I mean, you know, as far as the owners, so you said the owners are getting kind of skittish during these times. I mean, they're trying to make some money. They don't want to see things fold. They're doing everything in their power to, you know, try to salvage the season, salvage some investments. You know, you got a lot of contracts that's got to get paid, a lot of money on the hook. But I mean, who cares about the owners? This is a part of it. It's business, right? So I mean, like any other business, you having to face, the pandemic and things that are making you adjust that you never thought you have to do. So, I mean, hopefully it continues to play out in the players' favor. That's, I don't care how skittish or mad or uncomfortable, things get for them. It's just a part of doing business at that point.
Mhm. How do you feel personally, just like in your everyday walk, and just kind of taking it from where we're not millionaires or anything like that, but we do have to go to work. We got to go out and about, go to the grocery store, things of that nature. How does all this make you feel when you watch the news, when you're just out and about and everything? AJ, what about you?
For me, at times scary, because you pray and you read the word, and then you go back up before you lay down, and after you pray, you go right back to CNN, and it's just fearful what the future is going to be. Like we talk sports, but will there be sports? What's the next step is going to be? And just going out and still having to go to work and come back to the daily life is just it's a tough situation, trying times right now. But I mean, it is fearful though, and you just have to. For me, I just have to keep praying and just holding fast through everything that's going on right now. Because I mean, it's a trying situation and trying times.
What, Jermaine, was it shocking for you that Morehouse was the first college football team to cancel their season because of COVID?
What?
So background,
What was that again?
Brother Nation has graduated from one of our esteemed HBCUs. Is that correct? Brother Dillard, right? Dillard, not Xavier, but Dillard. So the first
Yes, sir.
college
University.
That's not Xavier folks trying to mess with your Wi-Fi, bro. But the first sport or the first college to cancel a sport was Morehouse. They canceled their football program for this year because of COVID-19. When you work in government, you out there on the front lines, do you ever get a little like, I wish I could just be at the house, or maybe we need to cancel the rest of 2020. I see y'all in 2021. I don't know what. We're gonna update his Wi-Fi. You still there? They blocked his Wi-Fi from DC. Okay. You there, Brother Nation? Okay, I'm gonna jump to Brother. Oh, you there?
I mean, definitely. I mean, everybody that knows me knows that I love going to movies, concerts, and things of that nature. So, yeah, you hear me?
I hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, everybody that knows me knows that I love going to concerts and movies and stuff like that. So when COVID hit and they're just like, okay, well, we're not going to do any more of that. Just like, okay, well, let's cancel 2020 already and jump to 2021. I mean, because it was crazy because the last event that I was at was, Chris Tucker, and that was like late February. And so then after that, it was like, okay, we get the stay at home order, restaurants closed down and just takeout. And so, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, like it was all good just a few months ago. And now it's just like, if you go out, I mean, you could end up at Parkland, fighting for your life,
Right,
and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments said, you must be out at the Papados. Tell them to update their Wi-Fi.
Oh man.
We know you like a good happy hour. We know you like a good appetizer. We know you like a good appetizer. So
no, sir. Not on Papados.
I ain't gonna say who said it. So, Brother Jason, what's your thoughts?
Is this the same question as far as the everyday life and all of that, Justin? Yeah, I mean, well, I've been trying to just keep the the family, and those around me educated. Been trying to stay out of the way, and just stay. What's the word I'm looking for? I still got to work. The wife still has to work. The kids still got to be entertained. Like it's the job hasn't stopped. It's just the priorities have kind of adjusted a bit, while still trying to keep everybody safe. I mean, it's pretty simple for me. It's nothing more than that. It's just stand out of the way. Stand out of the way. I got a backyard. I got outside. I can take them out to. Me and the wife are talking more. Me and the kids are talking more as well, as far as lesson planning, and just it's a whole bunch of stuff that's happening right now that just wouldn't be available if life was just normal, but just because of the schedules and timing and all of that. So you kind of tapping into a lot of stuff that's just, man, I wish I had time to do. Well, you got time now, So that's kind of what I'm doing. Everything that I couldn't normally do during the course of a day with the family is where my focus is at. I don't watch the news a ton. I got my own reasons for it, but I unless it's something major, otherwise it's me and the family. Hey, here's what's going on. Here's how we moving. Here's what we doing. And that's that. I mean, as far as my feelings on everything, it's so much misinformation out there. You just don't know what to believe, and that's really the scary part. Like, you don't really know how to contract it. As far as COVID goes, you don't know. If the surface thing is as valid as they say. You don't know if coughing on you really is it. So again, that's the scary part. The unknown is the scariest part of it all. So I'm off the grid as much as I possibly can. You guys see me when it's time for me to show up. Otherwise, I'm in the cut.
Yeah.
That's a good word right there. And I love how you look at it as in a positive light, because the truth is a lot of us wouldn't have the time that we have with spouses, whomever, like that. And it also gives you a time to get closer in your word too. And just reflect upon yourself, like, man, what am I trying to come out of here with? And so my hope is that, this is our first kickoff show, Brothers on the Block. We're going to be coming back next Monday. Same with, we got Sister Circle. My hope for our church is that, as in my mind is like how we came into COVID, we just need to come stronger out of COVID. I don't, and I'm not one of those people like you should get new talents and stuff. But now, like you said, you have time. You have some time. You can waste it and sleep in the bed and whatever. And you definitely can snack. I already done that. I'm trying to get that back together. But we can come out better, and I still feel like you can still reach more people. You still make people laugh, things like that, and just have good dialogue conversations. And even myself, I'm trying to kind of pull away from the news or even Facebook, because some of these places are like a well of negativity, and they just kind of heap on and heap on. And I love this concept with y'all brothers, because I probably laughed as much. I see my wife in the corner, she laughing at comments. I know Miss Sister Erica going off on comments too. So I just appreciate this, and I'm hoping that a lot of people, people.
Whoa.
Like, so on the church with but I just want to tell y'all brothers, as I was trying to end this, I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be coming back, talking some more sports, because we know more things out there. We also want to hit a little pop culture, because we ain't touched on the BET Awards. I don't know about y'all, but I haven't watched it yet. But I know they're gonna replay it about 5. They're gonna replay it 5 more times. So, but I know Jay. I know Brother Nation has, because he's current on his pop culture.
It's on demand.
It's on demand, right? So
no, not this one. I did not. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't see this one? This one was on CBS. So I didn't. Yeah. I mean, I'm like, man, they put it on CBS.
Are you serious? It was on CBS?
It was like, like on Survivor Network. It was on CBS. Wow. I'm like, they struggling for content. What's going on? So I'm like, okay, we're gonna have to, check out, maybe that's a part of our topic for next week. A little bit of BET Awards. It may not be, after we actually look at it, like, that was good. We all right. But we're gonna bring more to y'all. This Brothers on Block really just means just brothers just coming together, just representing and showing the unity that we have. And I just appreciate Brother Jason, appreciate you. He's from Detroit. As all Detroit people, I never met nobody who was a Detroit Lions fan. So he's a Baltimore Ravens fan. Brother AJ, like myself, we Cowboys fans, and you know, Cowboys fans, we real bipolar.
Yeah.
We love, and then we get in real deep sadness because the Cowboys always break our hearts. And Brother Jermaine, he's on everybody's bandwagon. He been a Saints fan, 49ers fan, Yankee, you name it, you lead it, he with you.
He root for whoever bring pizza.
That's right.
Hey,
Right.
Hey, that's a plus. That's a plus.
Or give him a good happy hour.
I'm still trying to figure out how I can get my Olive Garden status raised up just like his is, man. You know what I'm saying? This guy's Black Jesus at Olive Garden.
Right. Because if you ever go on his Facebook, you see my man is front and center at the best concerts. I mean, Janet Jackson, Beyonce, he know them.
I wish.
You know?
Man,
But I just want to tell y'all, brothers, how much I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for this moment. This is a story for our church, and I'm hoping that we're doing something that's going to really create some ripple effects in our community, and just where men can get together, have a good laugh, good little talk, and just see some folks that look like them, they're men that care about the Lord, but also care about one another as neighbors. So thank y'all for being here today, brothers. Thank y'all for tuning in and being here and participating. Thank y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all. On this note, we're gonna sign out. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. We're gonna sign out. I think Sister Kelly gonna help me. See, this is where my technology get a little set. Oh, she's gonna dip
Have a
in.
great Cowboy week.
Oh, of course. See y'all later.
I'm about to get a parking
All
ticket
right.
as soon as I leave.